Hello, and welcome to the CINCILINGUA membership library. This is our fifth bonus video that we're putting in the library for you. And in our last video, we were talking about the past tense. So we're going to continue working on past tense and focus on questions and answers in the past tense. If you didn't watch the last video, I'd recommend that you go back and watch that. But let me just start off by showing you that we went over that we use the past tense to speak of a situation or an action that began and finished before now. A past tense sentence would include a time in the past that the event occurred. Words such as yesterday, last week, last year, 20 minutes ago, 3 months ago, in 1999, etc., are used in the past tense. And I won't go over these examples again, but if you look at the fourth bonus video, you will see these. In a past tense sentence, you have to have the verb in the past tense, and we have regular verbs and irregular verbs. I'm going to make some videos about the irregular verbs to help you. But as you can see in these examples, the past tense of the verb is highlighted in yellow. And the second thing that's important in a past tense sentence is to have a time mentioned. And you can see them highlighted in green. So go back to the fourth bonus video and watch that if that's not clear to you right now. When we ask questions in the past tense, we can ask two types of questions. We can ask yes/no questions. For example, did you go to work yesterday? When we answer a yes/no question, we can give a short answer or a complete answer. Did you go to work yesterday? Yes, I did. No, I didn't. The complete answer, yes, I went to work yesterday. No, I didn't go to work yesterday. The second type of question that we could have in the past tense would be information questions. And in the information questions, we are going to use the WH words. So you have who, what, when, where, why, and how. Okay. Where did you go yesterday? Who did you talk to yesterday? Why did you go there? When did you go there? How did you go there? So those are information questions where people need to give you an answer, not just a yes or no. So let's practice some questions and answers in the past tense. Okay, so if somebody asks me, what did you eat for dinner last night? Okay, I have to remember that I'm going to use the past tense of the verb, and I have to have a time word in my sentence. Okay, I ate vegetable soup for dinner last night. So we have the past tense of the verb, ate. Eat is the present tense, ate is the past. And I have my time word here, last night. What did you eat for dinner last night? Our next question, where did you live when you were 15 years old? So this is in the past. I'm not 15. I'm older than 15. So where did you live when you were 15 years old? I lived in Cincinnati, Ohio, when I was 15 years old. If we look at the question, let's go back these first two questions. The way that we're forming the verb in the question for past tense, we're using did and then the verb. Where did you eat? Did eat is the way we put the past in a question. Where did you live when you were 15 years old? Did live is how we're putting the verb. If we have more verbs in the sentence, we also have to put that in the past tense. Okay. My answer, I lived in Cincinnati, Ohio. When? When I was 15 years old. So that's the time in the past in this sentence. I'm not 15 now. So when I was 15 years old, that's the time in the past. Who was your favorite cartoon character when you were a child? Oh, that's easy. My favorite cartoon character was Fred Flintstone when I was a child. Okay, so we have the past tense of the verb to be. So I have was. And then my time in this sentence is when I was a child. I think most countries have the Flintstones, but maybe you have a different name for those. But that's my favorite. That was my favorite. It still is my favorite cartoon character. What was your favorite cartoon character when you were a child? Let's look at a few more examples here. What did you do on your last birthday? I went to a restaurant with my family on my last birthday. I will just answer these and then come back and look at the time and the verb. What did you do last Sunday? I went to church last Sunday. What did you like to do when you were a child? I liked to go swimming when I was a child. When did you begin to study English? I began to study English in elementary school. How many cups of coffee did you drink yesterday? I didn't drink any cups of coffee yesterday. I don't drink coffee. So didn't drink any, we use any for negative sentences. So this means 0 cups of coffee. How many cups of coffee did you drink yesterday? What was your great grandfather's name? Okay, so I have my parents, my grandparents, and then my great grandparents. Let's see. So I have more than one great grandfather, but I will say my great grandfather's name was Nathan Kitchell Curley. What was the last TV program you watched? I don't watch much TV because I'm always working, but I can say the last TV program that I watched was the news. Not so exciting. What was your favorite subject in school? My favorite subject in school was science. How about you? What was your favorite subject in school? Where was your mother born? My mother was born in Ohio. Where did your ancestors come from? Okay, and ancestors are my relatives from the past. My grandparents, great grandparents, great great grandparents, great 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 grandparents, and before that. My ancestors came from Wales, Scotland, and Ireland. How about you? Where did your ancestors come from? What was the last thing you bought? The last thing I bought was very expensive. The last thing I bought was gasoline. Very expensive right now. Hopefully the price goes down soon. Okay, so let's look at these examples that we just created. So if we mark the verb first, I went. Went is the past of go. I went to a restaurant with my family on my last birthday. I went. Okay, again, is the past tense of go. I liked. It's a regular verb, like, liked in the past tense. I began. So the present tense is begin, past tense is began. This is not present, it's the question. So we have did begin, right? Did like, did do, did do. So we're always using that did in our question. I didn't drink. Now, when we use negative, the did is the past tense part. Did not drink. So whenever we have did, that it makes it past. So we're not going to put the past over here. Just didn't drink. Was, past tense of the verb to be. Watched, another regular verb. Watch, watched. Was, past tense of the verb to be. Was again. And came, past tense of come. Okay, so if we look for the time that we used in the sentence, sometimes it's very obvious, like yesterday, up here, last night, okay? This one would be on my last birthday. That's the time in the past that this happened. Last Sunday, when I was a child. In elementary school. Okay, I am not in elementary school, so you know that that was in the past when I was a young child. Yesterday. Okay, my great grandfather. Okay, you can look at me and have an idea of my age. So my great grandfather is not living now. It's not possible. He would be so old. So because we're talking about my great grandfather, that's in the past. Because also, what was your great grandfather's name? He's not alive now. If my great grandfather were alive, it would be what is your great grandfather's name? It would be present tense if he's alive. But it's past, so he's not alive. So that's why it's past tense. The last program that I watched was the news. Okay, so the last TV program It's already finished, so that's the past. My favorite subject in school. Okay. So I'm not in school anymore. I'm not a child. I'm not a teenager. So that's the time. And my mother was born. We're talking about being born. If you're alive, being born is definitely in the past already. And talking about ancestors, ancestors came before us. They're not alive. So that's why this is past tense. Okay, we just went over a lot of questions and created some answers. We didn't look at the question word, so let's take a quick look at that to give you a better understanding what I was talking about earlier in this video. Oh, let's pick a different color. Let's go with the blue. Okay, so what, where, who, what, when, how, what, what again? I use what a lot. Where, what. So again, the question words are who, what, when, where, why, and how. I have 6 of them. Who, what, when, where, why, how. So we're going to create 2 questions, and we're going to have to use who, what, when, where, why, or how for a past tense question. Okay. Let's use how. How did you hear about the CINCILINGUA membership? And let's see. Let's do why. We didn't have an example with why. Why did you enroll in the CINCILINGUA membership? Okay, so for our question words, we have how and we have why. And for our verb, in the question, it's did hear. And this one, did enroll, right? And if we make an answer here, how did you hear about the CINCILINGUA membership? I received an email about the CINCILINGUA membership last week. Okay. Why did you enroll in the CINCILINGUA membership? Oh, I have a typo there. I enrolled in the CINCILINGUA membership to improve my English. Okay, so that's why. Okay, next thing we want to look at, I talked about briefly at the beginning of this video. You have information questions, you have yes/no questions. So let's look at the yes/no questions in the past tense. Did you go to work yesterday? Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Or no, I did not. Now, a lot of Americans use the contraction. Did not is didn't. But both ways are correct. So if you like, no, I didn't, or if you like, no, I did not, you can choose which one you say. Did you go to work yesterday? Yes, I went to work yesterday. No, I didn't go to work yesterday. Or no, I did not go to work yesterday. Did you take a vacation last summer? Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Yes, I took a vacation last summer. No, I didn't take a vacation last summer. Now, these are yes, no answers, short and complete, but it's also possible to give information in some yes, no questions. Did you take a vacation last summer? Yes, I went to South Dakota last summer. So you could give more information if you want. Did you study English in high school? Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Yes, I studied English in high school. No, I didn't study English in high school. So let me ask you a few questions before we end this video. Did you go to work yesterday? Did you go on a vacation last year? Did you eat breakfast this morning? Did you listen to the radio yesterday? You can answer with short answers or complete answers whenever I ask you the yes, no questions. If I ask you, where did you go yesterday? Now you have to give me the information. So it's not possible to answer yes or no. I hope that this video helped a little bit with past tense questions and answers. We will be putting more bonus videos in the library for you. So come back and continue checking for more bonus videos. Attend as many live classes as you can. I know that you will learn a lot and it will help you improve your English. Make sure that you practice English in addition to watching these videos. Watch movies, listen to music, speak English whenever possible. Okay, have a wonderful day and we'll see you back here soon.